Scrappy friends, I have a For the Love of Homemade Kits video for you. I am going to apologize right now that I have not really been around that much on my YouTube channel the past week and a half or 2 weeks. We started school and I did not anticipate that it was going to be as crazy and hard to get back into the routine of doing school and doing process videos. So just bear with me while I start getting things situated. This is actually layout number 3 and I will be posting layout number 4 later this week. There's my cat. I have a cat and she likes to come out when I'm scrapbooking. So one thing that I am doing to kind of help, because my routine has been a little crazy and it's kind of been messing with my mojo, as you call it, and I've been trying to switch things up, and I've really been feeling the want and desire to change up my size. So I am doing I think this is an 8.5 by 11, but I could be wrong. It might be a little bit bigger than that. And so, yeah. I've been kind of just feeling this itch to do that size, and I kind of put it off a little bit. And I'm like, why am I putting it off? I might as well just do it. And it actually really has helped doing a couple layouts that size, because sometimes you just got to switch it up. If you feel this desire to switch things up, you do it, right? You should do it. You can always find out that you don't like it and go back. So I want to add that little circle from Ellie Studio up at the top. I actually did some script while I was talking. You see me do the script, and it's just a basic me scripting, like pretty much doing cursive with the watercolor pen brush. It's not a pen, it's just a brush that has the water in it. And I really like those. I like the water in it, and I don't know. There's sometimes where I don't like it and sometimes I do. And I think it just depends on what you're doing. So it's not really fancy. It's kind of more of Amy Tan style-esque, because she doesn't really do fancy scripting. She just kind of writes and makes it kind of a little bit more her own. And that's kind of what I was doing. And so, yeah. I'm going to add this globe down here because this is a layout that is about travel. Well, sort of about travel. It's about when I went back home to where I grew up to go be with my family when my aunt died in February. And my children each gave me a toy of theirs so that I could keep it with me. So the title is, what did I say? Something to remind me of you when I'm gone, I think is what I said. I think that's what it says. I should really have the layout in front of me, shouldn't I? Should be prepared. I ended up adding these. I added extra alphas that were not in the kit, but I'm okay with that. Sometimes what you have just isn't working, and I needed a little bit more. So I use a lot of these blocks. I actually go into my alphas and picked out some older ones, so I was pretty happy. I'm pretty happy anytime I get to use stash that has been in there for a while, like some of those Simple Stories and Fancy Pants ones that I have been in there since I've started scrapping. Mission accomplished. I used my stash. Yay! It takes me a little while to get this title just perfect because of the different colors, and I kind of was trying to use certain colors, and yeah. You know how that is sometimes, right? We all have that moment where we do things a little bit different. I really like that house up at the top. Even though this isn't really about like going to my old house or something, I just thought house and, traveling and stuff and coming back, something from home with you. One thing I'm going to realize in a minute, I wanted to use that ampersand because I love ampersands. They're really fun, but I really like the color, and I thought it would give a nice little pop for an embellishment, and it just didn't work up at the top, but it does look really cool with that other cork piece. So, which was actually from an old hip kit. And I think at this point I'm thinking about what else I want to do, and I'm really not liking that color. So I covered it up, and I still don't really care for it. It's a little too much pink because there's not really that much of that pink going on except for in that journaling card from Ellie Studios. And so I'm wondering, can I put some stuff here? And I put the same paper down at the bottom, and I really don't like that it's just too much pink for me. Not because I don't like pink, but it just didn't feel right to me. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll keep that thinking of you because it goes along. It goes with that globe with the flower in it. So even though I wasn't sure about it, and there's a lots of words up there at the top, I'm going with it. And then I add another cork circle up there. I really like the way that looks. It kind of helps tie in some more of that cork. I do, however, kind of have a little bit of a problem at this point because I'm feeling it's not quite symmetrical-ish. Like, I have a lot of circles up at the top, but not a lot of squares, where the main area has more squares and one circle, and I'm not liking that chipboard piece that I put down, but I wasn't wanting to rip it up and find that it's going to rip my paper, which is why I didn't take it off. A lot of times I don't really have a problem taking stuff off if I think it's going to come off. But if I don't think it's going to come off, I will just leave it there and try to make it work. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm starting to add more circles, and I'm trying to figure out what I think is going to go. I added some other scraps that I had from my scrap bin. And I think that's kind of a fun way, even with these stash kits. There's no law that says that we can't add just something a little bit else if we need to, right? If we need to add a couple of scraps, we need to add some alpha stickers, go and get them. It's from your, that's the fun thing about doing these homemade stash kits, is really we're just wanting to use up our stash. And now that I'm not able to go and get kits the way that I was, or get as much new stuff because I'm on a tighter budget, going through and getting, I have a ton of stash, so use it. I'm gonna add some of these wood pieces because I had found that wood telephone, and I really wanted just a little bit more. And then later on, you'll see in the close-up pictures, I actually find a circle from a camera that I had, and it was perfect because I just didn't see any other. Oh, and I got that plane. I thought that I have a whole bunch of like planes and cars and stuff, and I remembered that. So here are the close-ups. Don't forget to go check out Christina's and Sarah's and Felicia's video. I'll have their stuff linked below, and I'll also have my blog, which I share another layout that I made that my video will be out later at some point. But I hope you guys are having fun. Next week we share our new kits, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.